I know of no time when a man becomes more conscious of sin, more fully appreciative of his own weakness, than when, as a minister of the gospel, he is compelled to go before a waiting people and advocate an ideal far above his own living and present a rule of truth that he does not seem capable of reaching. I suppose there are no 5 or 6 words in the whole Bible that have more of wisdom or more comprehensive in their gospel meaning than these words, "Be not weary in well-doing." Be not weary in well-doing. It has 2 different meanings that are quite distinct and yet are twins. The first meaning is the one we hear about in our usual conversation. Be not weary in doing good deeds. Now, God is not a bank. Christ is not a savings fund institution, a place where you can go and draw out your funds and then spend them for something else. God is not a mere furnisher to the world of blessings to be used for our own selfish advantage. We are not to go to God to prayer and ask for money, for family, for children, for home, and for prosperity, and get it from Him to spend in some other way. God is the beginning and the end. He furnishes and He receives. God gives, God takes away. In the great circle of Christian experience, God is found all the way around, and yet there are many people who think God exists only for the purpose of furnishing them with something with which they can be happy in this world. The decision reached by the apostle and which he put into these words is marvelously practical, and yet it seems to me, with our state of life and environment, so unreachable that while I admire, I yet stand in awe. Do not get weary in doing good acts. Do not get strength of God for a little while and then abandon the things that you ought to do. Do not be weary of doing good deeds. This is the ordinary understanding of the text, and it is an excellent one too. It is a true one. It is a good thing to be honest. Never get tired of being honest. People in this world, you will find a great many dishonest people who seem to prosper, and you will say that a lie is good as the truth, and a state of falsehood is as good as living openly and honestly. But the teaching and advice of this condensed saying is, be not weary of being honest. Though all other men be dishonest, though all seem to succeed who appear to be dishonest, do not get weary of being true. The commandments of God present all the good things of life. Never be weary of following them. Never get weary of being industrious. You may see a man succeed as a beggar. You may hear of men robbing a bank and getting away with the money, but do you not get weary of honestly earning your own living? Do not get weary of doing a thing that is right or doing a thing that is good. You may have extended your hand in kindness, and the beast of a man who received your administrations may have bitten your hand, yet do not get weary of doing good. Do not get weary of loving. Those you love may misinterpret you. Those you love may forsake you, but do not get weary of loving. Do not get weary of prayer. We are taught to pray, and sometimes you feel that you are falling into formalities and that your prayer does not go above your head. And yet the advice of God, so excellent and so sound in sense, says, do not get weary. Make your prayer afresh. Arouse some new enthusiasm. Pray for some new thought. Arise again to your first love and pray as you did the first time. Renew again your first prayer. Do not get weary of going to church. There is a great duty, a great principle involved in it. It is not a question whether you go or not. It is a question of whether you are weary of going or not. You may see the sermons are uninteresting, the hymns are the same, that you do not like to sing them so often. You may say, I meet the same people and I do not see that I am any better this week than I was last.
That's pretty fast.
I forgot to sign it. But it was snappy. That was the 150 of 1923 speed contest. Sorry, 150.